The great hall of Lady Eleanor's castle was hushed that afternoon. Rain rattled against the high stained-glass windows, and torches flickered along the stone walls. Down in the servants' wing, two young maids, Agnes and Matilda, whispered excitedly, their eyes glinting with mischief. "Have you ever seen the ladies' library?" Agnes asked in a daring tone. Matilda gasped. "They say it holds books bound in gold treasures from far-off lands." Temptation proved stronger than reason. The two slipped silently into the forbidden library, their aprons brushing against the shelves lined with leather tomes. Their eyes fell on one book unlike the others, velvet-bound, its corners gilded, and a jeweled clasp locking it shut. Lady Eleanor's favorite manuscript. "Just for a look," Agnes whispered. Together, with trembling fingers, they lifted it and scurried away, hiding the treasure in the laundry chamber. By evening, Lady Eleanor entered her library. The noblewoman was graceful yet sharp-eyed, and nothing escaped her notice. When she saw the empty space on the shelf, her face grew cold. "My manuscript," she murmured, her voice laced with fury. She summoned the servants. Whispers filled the hall. Many had seen Agnes and Matilda lingering near the forbidden room. Soon the two trembling girls stood before her, heads bowed. "Did you take it?" Eleanor asked, her voice calm but commanding. "And no, my lady," Matilda stammered. "Never, my lady," Agnes echoed, though her hands twisted nervously in her apron. Eleanor's eyes narrowed. "Very well. If words will not bring me truth, the dungeon will." The dungeon was cold, smelling of stone and damp earth. Torches flickered, casting long shadows on the walls. The maids shivered as they were brought inside. Lady Eleanor herself descended the stairwell, her gown trailing behind her like the tail of a hawk about to strike. She folded her arms. "I could have you whipped, beaten, or cast out. But today, I choose a gentler method. One that no lie can withstand." The maids looked at each other in confusion, until ropes bound their wrists, and their shoes were pulled away. Matilda gasped. "My lady, no." But Eleanor only smiled. "You will laugh yourselves honest." Eleanor knelt by Agnes first, running a feather slowly along her bare foot. Agnes squealed, kicking wildly, her laughter bursting out before she could stop it. "Tell me the truth, child," Eleanor said smoothly. "Where is my book?" I don't know," Agnes cried between gasps of laughter. Eleanor's hand grew merciless, fingers dancing under Agnes's arms and along her ribs. Agnes shrieked with helpless giggles twisting in her bonds. Matilda, watching in horror, tried to remain brave, until the lady turned to her. "Your turn." Eleanor's fingers fluttered along Matilda's soles, sending her into instant, breathless laughter. She thrashed and pleaded, tears streaming down her face from the relentless tickling. "Confess," Eleanor commanded, tickling harder, "or this will not end until dawn." Both girls howled with laughter, their bodies writhing as the noblewoman's skilled fingers sought every weak spot. Underarms, sides, knees, necks. The dungeon echoed not with screams, but uncontrollable giggles. At last Matilda broke first, her voice trembling between bursts of laughter. "It's in the laundry room, hidden behind the linens." Agnes, red-faced and gasping, nodded frantically. Yes. We only wanted to look." Eleanor rose, dusting off her hands, satisfied. So truth is lighter than feathers after all. The maids sagged in their ropes, still laughing weakly, their sides aching from the punishment. Servants were sent to retrieve the stolen book, and soon the manuscript was safely back in Eleanor's arms. She glanced down at the guilty pair. "You will not be whipped. You will not be cast out. But if ever again you cross me," her smile turned sly, "I promise you a tickling 10 times worse than today." The girls were released, stumbling back to their duties with nervous giggles still caught in their throats. As they folded linens later that night, Matilda whispered, "Never again, Agnes. I'd rather face the stocks than her fingers." Agnes shuddered, rubbing her sore ribs. "By St. Mary, I'll never laugh like that again." But in truth they both did, whenever they remembered the day the noblewoman tickled the truth out of them.